Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 24 of Learning A-Leagues. Once again, it is just Lachlan and I. No Josh this week. I believe he could not get out of his work and personal commitments. So, you've still stuck with Lachlan and I again.
Hello, we're back again. Another episode, another week. We're churning him out at this rate. Look at us
Yeah.
go.
And this will be the first episode on Apple Podcasts that will go out as well on Spotify at the same time. So, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, give us a follow, give us a 5-star. You know the drill. But because obviously no A-League games last week, we're gonna do some expiring contract talks in a bit. Just go through players that we think are going to re-sign, players we don't think are going to re-sign, things like that, and just like kind of talk about the players who are off contract at the end of the season.
Yeah. There seems to be probably about 5 to 10 per team, so can make up a decent amount of the roster, especially with some sides who it's a lot of their star players.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
But before we get into that, I just thought we'd touch quickly on the Socceroos game from last Thursday. We record this on a Monday, so this episode will actually go out after the second Lebanon game, which I will be doing a live watch along for. So that should be pretty fun. But 2-0 win for Australia over Lebanon. Keanu Backus and Kai Rolls getting on the score sheet, two unlikely scorers. But decent performance. Definitely still a lot to be worked on in terms of scoring and breaking down a defense, but we know that.
Yeah, definitely an interesting performance. Obviously 2 injuries that weren't too ideal, but
No.
I can't remember. Was there a bit of usage in the field, like in the? It's a Combank, right?
Yeah.
Can't remember if there was a bit of usage before the match
Oh,
or if it was just.
there would have been rugby league, I'm guessing, the weekend before or whatever. And
It's always rugby league. Come
yeah.
on, no. But yeah, no, it's definitely a bit concerning to see 2 of our players go down, especially when one's only been playing, well, not all the match.
Yeah.
But yeah, also interesting to see the change in tactics. It seems.
Yeah, well, I mentioned it in my video that I put out that in possession we kind of played like a 3-5-2 with Kai Rolls playing like he started on the squad sheet. He starts as left back, but yeah, no, like I guess that's the benefit of having someone like Geordie Boss who can play both left back and a bit higher up the pitch, where you
Yeah,
don't have to play him as a left back, and you can like kind of change tactics a bit more with someone like Kai Rolls.
definitely. That being said, we do have, or we should eventually have in the coming years, a lot more out and out left backs. So
Yeah.
maybe that'll just be a tactical change just for Boss, but we'll see. Be interesting.
Well, we've got Joel King coming into the squad. He's come into the squad because of both Boss and McGarry getting injured. So Joel King's come in, which is interesting considering I'd imagine we kind of play the same tactics in the second game against Lebanon if we want to try and if that's something that Arnie wants to switch to.
Possibly,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I was a little confused because I think had we made a joke about how we didn't think Joel King was going to get a call up or like ever, something like that.
yeah,
I
I
can't
think so.
remember,
Yeah, I don't know
but
if we said
no,
it or we heard
because
someone else saying it.
when did he last play? Like,
Oh,
it's
phew,
it's
ages ago.
it kind
Ages.
of took me by surprise, but
Oh, I was surprised that it was him over anyone else. But
yeah, I'm sure someone else was available, but oh well,
I like you probably could have put a foot forward for Garuccio. He's
for
been
sure.
decent this season.
Yeah,
Um,
purely from like a readiness match fitness perspective, like
yeah, well, Joel King hasn't really played much at all, especially since he got injured and Girdwood Reich. No, not Girdwood Reich. Courtney Perkins kind of took over that left back spot.
well, he's he hasn't actually gotten more than 1 minute of play since Unite round or before Unite round.
Yeah, right.
So he got subbed on against Wellington and against Brisbane, but he only played 1 minute.
Yeah. Interesting choice. Interesting choice from Graham Arnold.
But I mean, I guess like how many left backs do we have away with the Ollie Roos anyway?
Oh, well, Courtney Perkins is away.
Yeah.
Um,
Did Moragas go?
Moragas went. Um, like, yeah, look, it probably wasn't the best time to kind of pick like one of the players that probably are knocking on the door.
Yep.
But yeah, like
Hey,
Jacob Farrell's injured. Like, I think that
yeah,
would have been the next choice.
Brisbane has some good left backs.
Louis Zabala.
Oh, I didn't say that. Anyway.
Yeah, look, it was a good performance. It was scrappy. Scrappy performance. Do you think the Bacchus goal was meant? I do. I reckon he shot.
I mean, because you've given a breakdown to me, I'm kind of like, yeah, sure. You said kind of look into his eyes, and I kind of did. Didn't really see it. Got a little distracted, but yeah, I look. He hit it like it was a cross, but it traveled as though it was a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Don't know.
in terms of our Socceroos bingo, uh,
Ooh, how are we
so
doing?
1 yellow card per game for Bacchus. Bacchus is now
Right.
suspended for the second game because he's picked up too many yellow cards.
Shoot.
Does that automatically count as a win, or because to be fair, he got 1 yellow card in
I
every game he could play.
I mean, technically, that's a flaw in your prediction. Uh, so maybe I don't know. I think we can count it,
Okay,
but
we'll
like,
count it.
how? Yeah, I don't know. I guess we should have known that he was one away from suspension
Yeah, probably something that we probably should have
because
looked into a bit
based
more.
off that, how are we meant to have gotten the prediction?
um, but the other one we picked up was John Iredale debut. So,
Nice, nice.
but there is a lot to still be picked up on our bingo card for the next game.
True, true. Well, we got the clean sheet, so that's good.
Yeah, no red cards.
No red cards so far, so we'll put that as yellow. So we'll give the Bacchus one,
Yeah,
and we got the two. So between Iredale debut and one yellow per game for Bacchus, we've got all but two players play. I don't think that's going to happen now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, that
Although
was a shocking.
Yazbek will play.
Oh,
Oh,
Nisbet better
you'd
play.
you'd imagine Yazbek would come in.
Yeah, I think our only way of winning this. Oh no, we could still win the bottom row. 2 clean sheets and no reds,
Yeah,
so we can win it. But a Yengi goal and a hat trick. Yengi hat trick wins it. So
true, very true.
or 8 goals for Yengi wins. Come on.
Oh, wouldn't that be ticking off a lot of boxes?
Yes, sir.
All right, get stuck into it. Let's get into
Yeah,
the players. So,
certainly.
uh, start off. We'll just go alphabetically through the teams. Start off. We've divided it into goalkeeper, defense, midfield, and forward. Shout out to Lachlan for doing the research for this one. Going over
I
to
copied and pasted.
yeah,
Yay.
good old transfer market.
It's the only way.
Okay, so the only goalkeeper out of contract at Adelaide is James Delianov. I'm gonna have to say that Adelaide re-sign him.
Surely they re-sign him.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like obviously he had a shaky start coming back in, but how long did Gaethje had the number one spot? Gauchi. I've been watching too much UFC. Gauchi had the number one spot for was that 18 months.
yeah,
Uh, so
yes.
bit of rustiness. You'll see that. Um, yeah,
And
he's got to stay.
there's no real like they're knowing Adelaide, there probably is some young kid in the NPL or in the youth system that
Well,
can come
there
take
was
us.
another one, but they just sold him
They
to Brighton.
they sold him to
So
Brighton, who saved a few penalties in the Ollie Roos game the other day. So shout out Stephen
yeah,
Hall.
yeah. So like, yeah, no way they're getting rid of him. They've got to lock him down. Hopefully, to a good contract, and hopefully they get another fee for him because who knows, he could break out.
Well, Delianov's still young as well, so
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, not young enough to make it to under 23s. So
no.
when Gauchi did, I said it right that time. Let's go. He's been out of my mind for a while, unfortunately. So yeah, when he took the number one spot, obviously Delinov couldn't drop back down, but
Yeah,
yeah, no, hopefully this is big for him.
yeah. Hopefully, for Delianov's sake, yeah, he can kind of take that number one spot for a bit of time to come because he's only 24.
Yeah,
Only 24. All right. Onto the defense. We got. Would you just go through these one by one?
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Nick Ansell, which it's a bit of an interesting one, in
how
my
so? How
opinion.
so?
I like. He's getting on in age, right? He's 30. Although Adelaide do need these wiser heads around.
Yep.
Um, I just don't know if he's up to the standard. Like there's been patches this season where he has been on and off. Um, Look, he's only been at Adelaide. This is his second season at Adelaide.
Yep.
Second, yeah, yeah. It's maybe
Um, Trying to
yeah,
check that.
second, maybe third. Either way,
Third.
it's third. Okay,
Yep.
so yeah. Look, I'm not sure if I would re-sign him. He's probably one of the ones I'm a bit iffy about.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
What?
My my main thought is I'd keep him.
Yep.
Um, I don't know if when Lachie Bar's available, you just do a swap and bring him in. Because how old's Lachie Bar? I should know this
29.
information. 29, similar age, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, not that he's really looked much better. Obviously, he hasn't gotten. He's played about one game and about one sub appearance
Yeah.
this season, so it's tricky. I don't know if I'd say one's better than the other. I don't
I
dislike Ansel though. That's the
I think I'd probably keep Ansel just for a bit of consistency.
okay, yeah. Because honestly, like given how bare they seem at the back, I don't think you could get rid of either Ansel or Bar.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I think they've got
Uh,
to keep both.
yeah, no, that's fair. Um, so yeah, we'll put them down as both kind of keeps,
Keeps easy.
um, and then we've got Giuseppe Bovalina. I think it's going to be hard for him to keep him. I think he's been really good, Bovalina.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
like for me, if I was Adelaide, I would have already signed him to another contract.
Yeah, you reckon he might be one of those ones that's kind of holding out, trying to get picked up on the cheap without being
Yeah,
restricted by.
yeah. Well, that's it. Like he's got the choice now. Like it's either does he want to stay in the A League for another season, or maybe a couple of seasons, and Adelaide get a fee out of him, or does he want to try his luck now? He is only 19.
Yeah, yeah. It's tricky because like he did look better to me at least when he played overlapping a winger. But if
Well,
you're gonna
I'm pretty
play,
sure he was originally like a
oh, he
winger.
was too. I think he was actually,
Mm.
unless that was Madonna. I get those
I think
confused
they're both.
sometimes.
I think they're
I think they're
both
both. Yeah,
wingers. Yeah.
fair. There you go. Um, but yeah, that's a tricky one. You kind of hope he'd stay because he's getting the minutes.
If you're Adelaide, you
That's
want him to stay. If you're
yeah.
Bovalina, you might be on the fence.
Well, he's started 15 games this season, so
Yeah,
I'd say stay. Um, yeah, I don't think he's being hampered too much at the
no.
moment.
And he's obviously in the Ollie Roos squad at the moment. So
decent.
He's doing something right.
We'll put that as a stay, you reckon?
Yeah, put it as a stay.
Nice.
Uh, Next up is Bailey O'Neill, who I'm pretty sure is just like an academy player.
I think his academy, I think we'll just put all those to stay.
Yeah,
Because,
uh,
yeah.
he's 18. He can play fullback and centre back. Um, hasn't featured this season, so
Easy.
pretty much stay. That next one's a bit of an interesting one. Ben Warland.
True, because we did just say keep for Ansel and Bar.
I think it just depends on if how fit they can stay, really, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because,
Um,
like, you can't, the thing is, they can't, like, if you see SIS drop back as centre back again next season, I'd say that's concerning if that happens after they get rid of one of these three. So
I've
I don't think they would.
Isaias. So Isaias has a contract for next season, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
I will be surprised if he. No, he's out at the end of
Oh,
this
he's out.
season. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We should add him in. I'll add him in now.
Um, I'll be surprised really if he's uh, either doesn't retire or stays on. In my opinion,
Fair. Yeah. How old's he
um,
now? He's
he's old.
37.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Ben Wallen though. Let's just get up his stats for this season. He's played 11 games,
Yep.
one red
Started
card,
8 of
two
them.
yellow cards. Yeah. Look, I don't know. This is a hard one for me. If I'm
So,
Adelaide, I'm trying to get some higher quality centre backs because that's probably the area that they're lacking the most.
yeah. Well, they just having a look through these
But
again.
also, so like we're talking about Ben Warland here. We've got
Yep.
Kikanakis. If for me, I'm picking Kikanakis over.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You're playing him as one of them.
Yeah.
My main thing, though, is like, I don't think they have any, like, Ben Wallen's a left footed centre back, which
Yeah. Okay.
can be a bit advantageous. Like just for like a rotation sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
you don't need a left footed centre back, but I
Yeah.
just think that might be a bit of value. I think he's been a bit less injury prone than Ansel.
The thing is, right? If you're keeping Warland, Ansel, Bar, and we're definitely going to say Kikanakis stays,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Um,
we could probably put that one down now. Yeah,
yeah.
don't even have to.
I don't think we
Easy,
need to
you got him.
discuss Kikanakis too much. He's young. He's got great potential, I think.
Yeah.
So, what we're saying Kikanakis pretty much is going to start week in, week out, right?
Is it Kikanakis or Kikianis?
Kikianis, maybe.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sweet. Yeah,
Kikanakis is a tennis player, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
um, Kikianis is going to start. So we're basically going to be benching at least two of these three.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think Waller would be the most accepting of the bench
Right.
over someone like Lachie Barr, in my opinion.
Gotcha. You kind of make me lean towards like, yeah, boot one or move one on. I
I
don't
think
think
we
it's.
got to move on. I think we got to move on.
I don't think
I
it's
think we keep
Wallen though.
Wall. I think we keep
Yeah,
Wallen. I
you went straight to Lockie Bar. I feel like it's in your heart.
no. I want to get rid of Ansel actually.
Reckon
I
Ansel?
Ansel. I think he's the more likely to be able to find another A League club.
That's fair. That's fair. I think he has played for more clubs.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's gonna be tricky. I was gonna say if one of them's like an Adelaide boy, then that might be it. You know,
Well,
like that could be the tiebreaker.
Bar has played in the MPLSA. I'm pretty sure. So
Oh, okay. There you go.
yeah, he's played for Adelaide City. He's played for Adelaide City a couple of times actually.
Fair enough. I feel like Ansel's the odd one out, and I think that in doing that, they promote Kikianis a bit more. Obviously,
Yeah,
he's already made 5 appearances, but I think that's the play we'll go with.
All right, so we're gonna get rid of Ansel. We've backtracked. We're getting rid of Ansel.
Easy. Next one, Javi Lopez. Where are you
Uh,
sitting on that one?
I so I was listening to the Front Page Football podcast with Antonis and um, Christian.
Yep,
Uh, I'm with them. I'm gonna have to say I reckon this is Javi Lopez's last season.
that's fair. Does he
He's
take up
third.
an international spot?
No,
Because
no,
he's been around long enough, right? How long's he been? No, he hasn't been
no.
that.
Maybe Isaias doesn't take one up and he does.
Okay,
It was
that
one of
might
those
make
two.
sense. Yeah,
Um,
because it's been what? Yeah, 4 seasons it's been here, so surely
yeah,
not. But surely he
uh,
does. Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna say Lopez goes and hangs up the boots.
fair enough. Yep,
Yeah.
becomes a
And then
coach. I don't
yeah,
know.
honestly, yeah, I'd back it. And then we got Harry van der Sar, who hasn't
I
really
think
played much defense. Really, he's played in midfield at times. He's played out wide. Um,
yeah, I don't know why I put him down as a defender. I think that's just kind of
well,
how
that's just how they've.
technically,
Yeah,
yeah. But
um,
I'd say you got to keep him.
yeah.
A little
I'd
bit
say keep
older
him.
than some of the youngsters. There is 24, but he seems to be a talent. I don't know at time like not hating on him. I don't know why he's being promoted more than some other players. Like I think he still got minutes over Bernardo when he was still there, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, he did. Yep.
That was kind of crazy to me. But yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. I don't know if he really fits with. I guess when you lose, they're going to lose a lot of right wing players. I think he's
Well,
got to be
Aaron
there.
Kunda's gone.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to stay, and
Yeah,
I think he'll be
I
needed
think.
next season.
Yeah, he'll be moved up from the defense. That's for sure.
Yeah, easy.
Uh,
Isaias, we already said, is probably on the out.
I think he's on the out, and I think he will join Javi Lopez in hanging out the boots.
Gotcha. Next one, we've got Austin Ayubi,
If I'm
22-year-old left midfielder,
if I'm
21-year-old,
Adelaide, I'm
22.
keeping him. I'm keeping him.
That's fair.
He only
I'm in the
came in
same boat.
mid-season from
Yep.
Metro Stars, and I think he's impressed. I think he's looked really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. How many was it? 2 matches started, 1
Yeah,
assist, but yeah, you can't really
I mean, half of
complain about
those
that.
appearances off the bench, it's been like the last 10 minutes.
Well, in total, only 160 minutes played. So
Yeah,
like, while it says 7 matches,
I
only
and I
he's
know
only
one of the
played
games
2.
he started, he got subbed off at halftime. So
There you go. There you go.
yeah,
But yeah, I feel like it's kind of just similar to very similar to Van der Sar, but just on the left.
yeah, yeah. I like AUB. Keep him.
S- Sweet. On
And then
to
on,
more of the attacking players.
yeah, Ben Halloran. That's the first one. You keep. I don't know how to feel about Ben Halloran.
Look, if
He's
Adelaide
31
can
now.
keep him, if Adelaide can keep him, keep him. Do you reckon he wants to stay? Because like
I reckon there's a chance he goes to Brisbane. To be honest, Brisbane
that's
boy.
fair.
He's
Yeah, yeah.
played for Brisbane before. He's played for Gold Coast.
That's where I'm like kind of like if they've played for another A League club already, then like there's already a bit of a chance that they could just be like, nah, they've already got some
He's
relations.
he's 31. He's very inconsistent. That's my problem with Ben Halloran,
I don't
especially
think
this
he's that.
season.
I don't think he's been that inconsistent. Oh, he has been inconsistent, but like I feel like half that is down to the system is inconsistent.
Oh yeah, the system.
Like so you can't
Adelaide's
fault him for that.
inconsistent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think if you put him in the right setup, he could flourish.
but like coming in and out of the squad so much,
Oh, for sure.
I think you'll want to leave.
I'll put him as leave. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, Musa Toure,
Musa Toure.
youngest of the Toures so far. And I'm keeping Musa.
I don't think he'll go anywhere.
I
Still
don't.
18.
Yeah,
Still playing a lot of NPL, I believe.
yeah. He scored on the MPL in the MPL on the weekend as well. So
Yeah, I think he'll probably have. Well, it depends on how we go with the next one, but I think he'll make probably half his minutes in the NPL next season. That's just a guess, an
I reckon
assumption.
he'll be playing a lot more, especially with like we said, Aaron Kunda. We've got
Yeah,
Halloran going.
yeah,
I think Toure will be the next kind of um, main focal point for Adelaide to try and develop and get a fee out of.
Yeah, and do you reckon they're going to keep? Well, we've been talking about another international player now, Nibasuki.
Mm.
Do you reckon they're just going to do a clear out of all the not dead wood, but older wood?
The Iwasuki's a strange one because it seems as though Calviet likes him.
Yeah. Well, he's like a situation player,
Yeah. And he has come
whereas
up with
like,
some important goals for Adelaide this season.
hmm. Well, so
But
far tied as the most goals in a season for him for Adelaide.
yeah, 9 goals. So
9 goals. Yeah.
um, I don't know. It's a tricky one. I know a lot of Adelaide fans aren't really overly impressed by him.
Honestly, I think it goes down to like how much they're paying for him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like
They're
if
paying
if you're
they're paying
giving him
the
a
international wages for him.
yeah, yeah. And honestly, like it's tricky to find someone like him in Australia. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like they've got Jovanovic, but like it's a different type of striker. And I
yeah.
don't think they could easily just get someone on the same wages as Jovanovic that can do what Iwasuki can do.
No, I don't think
I
so.
I want it. He's he's 193 centimeters. Crazy,
I
giant.
I I want to say leave.
You say leave?
That's what I'm leaning towards. Are you leaning towards stay?
I'm leaning towards stay, but maybe only like 1 or 2 more seasons. I
I
don't think it's gonna be long.
we'll put him as stay, but
Gonna stay.
I think it'll be his last season.
Fair enough. Yep.
All
Alrighty,
right.
and that does Adelaide for us.
Yeah. All right. Brisbane. Two goalkeepers out of contract, Macklin Freak and Matt Acton. Uh, Keeping Macklin Freak, right?
That's yeah, it's got to be a
Yeah.
stay. And I'd honestly, I think Matt Acton, I think we'll put a stay as well.
Yeah.
Like he's just been, the backup guy. I think he seems happy to be the backup guy. He's a
Yeah.
solid backup guy. Obviously, we saw
He's
him in
got the
action once.
he's
We
got
saw
the
him in action
experience.
once.
Did we see him in action? We saw him on the field.
Ah, oh god! I said he's a solid backup. Look,
Look, I'm not
you
disagreeing
can't
there,
blame
but
you can't blame that on him
yeah.
though. All that, but
But
anyway,
I think that um he's an experienced backup goalkeeper and he will help Freak. And I think, well, yeah, I think that Brisbane want to keep him around.
yeah, I think he'll be a good little like intermediate, I guess, until Lockie Duke's ready to step up into the first team.
He's also a
Which
Queensland
look,
boy, so
fair play, fair play. I mean, hopefully Lockie Duke's ready in a year or two, and they just have Matt
yeah,
Acton as a backup until then, and let Duke just get more minutes in the NPL, and
yep,
that'd surely be the way.
I do believe so.
So keep them both.
Before we move on to defense,
Yep.
there's another out of contract individual at Brisbane,
Oh, there is.
Ruben Zadkovic.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Okay.
big one, I think.
That is a very big one. I'm gonna say stay right away.
Yeah, I agree.
I back
I
it.
think I think Zadkovic is good for Brisbane at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right, put big RZ down for stay as well.
Easy. I'll just chuck it in the
Um,
goalkeepers.
all right, onto the defense. We got five people in defense.
Yep.
So we got Tom Aldred. Now there is a lot of talk that Brisbane don't want to keep Tom Aldred.
We've
Um,
heard this. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Look,
and if I'm Brisbane, I'm the same. I feel the same, to be honest.
I think it's a similar to like what I was thinking with Ibasuki, where it's like they don't have another player like him, and I don't think they can easily get another player like him. That being said, if they kind of want to just like clean slate it, because like
Yeah,
and kind of,
this
I
is
feel
his
like
fifth season with Brisbane.
I think it just could be good for not the dressing room, but I don't know, just clean slate, and I can't like mentally they could probably blame some of the things on him and convince themselves of that. I wouldn't say that's the case.
Not everything, but he has been poor this season. I don't think there's any
He hasn't been the best,
argument.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I feel like the team could be like, that was him, kick him out, like kind
yeah.
of use him as a scapegoat. That's what I should have. Use him
I
as a
I th-
scapegoat and then
I think he'd
freshen.
be happy. I think he'd be happy to go as well. He's got his Australian citizenship now. Um,
You saying this
I
was a
think.
green card marriage?
Well, I mean, it might be a Milos Ninkovic kind of thing. So,
Fair enough.
um, yeah. But if I'm Brisbane and Tom Aldred,
Easy.
I'm going.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we can power through a lot of Brisbane players
Yeah,
that are NPL at the moment. So next one's James Nikolovsky, one
I'm
for the
keeping and
future.
playing him
Keeping.
anyway. I'm
Yep,
playing him next season.
perfect. I think Burke Gilroy will throw in the same
Yeah.
category.
Um,
Louis Zabala, it's tricky.
that's a
I'd
tough one. That's a
I'd
tough
have
one.
him in the NPL, but available for the first team
Yeah.
because like at times he looks very serviceable,
Yep.
but it's times where he can be exploited, and
Is
it's normally by like to be fair, like more dominant players in the league,
yeah.
like your Joe Lollies, but you've got to kind of have a guy that's up to that.
And like if they want to continue with this playing from the back style, I
Yep.
think Nikolovsky is key to that.
Yeah,
Is
definitely.
Kai Truan out of contract as well?
Oh, he is. Yeah, I missed
Yeah.
him. Oops. Yeah.
Kai Truan's out of contract, but there's very heavy links between him and Melbourne City.
Yep. Yep. Melbourne City with a couple links, but
Yeah.
okay. So we'll
So
put
we're keeping
stay on.
Nikolovsky, keeping Bert
Sweet.
Gilroy.
Yep. Corey Brown
So did we come to an agreement? So we're keeping
on.
Zabala
I'd
and
keep Zabala. Yep. Yep.
just he's an emergency pretty much.
Oh, that's a bit rough, but
No, no, not an emergency, but
worse has
like
been said.
yeah. Oh, don't worry. I listened to some Brisbane Raw podcasts, and they do. Fuck, they don't want him anywhere
Okay.
near the team next season.
Okay, I don't feel as bad then. I hate being negative about any player, but because like to be fair, stick me on a pitch, I would probably get broken ankles if I try to defend some of the players these guys. Like, yeah,
Corey
um,
Brown.
stay
Yeah,
100%.
I
Yep.
agree. Keep Corey Brown. He's been, pretty good since coming back from injury. I know he had disputes with, I think, the management or the former management
Oh, okay,
coming into the season,
gotcha.
but he's played 150 now. Is it for Brisbane 150?
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
and he's still not old. What he's just turned 30.
He's 30. Yep.
Yeah, he's got a bit more time with him. If I'm Brisbane, I'm trying to keep Kai Truan. I'm trying my hardest to keep Kai Truan.
I look if all I think if we say Aldred leaves, Truan leaves as well. Purely because, like we've said it a couple times, Truan cannot be hampered due to his versatility.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like perfect example, I think at least would be Jake Goldwood Reich,
yep,
where he's been
yep.
played in one position where he's feels natural, and look at him go. Like
And
you can
and he
only
can
hope
still
that
do
for
it,
him.
and he can still do a job somewhere else.
Yeah, I think the main thing might be is what minutes can Melbourne promise him?
Yep.
Can they promise him minutes? I don't know. Like,
I,
because they
I I
got
think I think they can, especially as a defensive midfielder.
fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna leave on that one
Are you
because I
saying
don't.
leave for Truan, or
I'm
if
saying
you're
leave for. I'm saying
if
leave
you're
for
Truan,
Truan.
you'll leave?
I
You're
think
leaving.
he's gonna leave. I
Yeah,
think
I
Brisbane
think he
should
will
keep him.
leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Brisbane should try their absolute best to keep him.
yeah.
Um,
I don't think they have the power to keep him though.
no,
If he wants to go, he's gone.
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So I'll put that as a
true. Yeah,
all the way down there.
if Truan's leaving, if it's Truan's decision, he's leaving. In my opinion.
Easy, easy. And then midfielders, I guess we start with Marco Rojas, who we already believe is going to Auckland FC. Not
Yeah, I don't
confirmed,
think
but
he's. Yeah, I don't think he's
it's
staying anyway.
it's pretty much locked in.
Yeah,
And then we'll take out two of the NPL ones, or one of the NPL ones, in Quinn McNichol.
yeah,
Got to
keeping him,
re-sign.
keeping him.
Easy. So that leaves us with next one, Coletti.
Joey Coletti. That's. Oh, I'm keeping.
If Truan leaves, he's got to stay, right? Or
Yeah,
you
gotta
know,
stay.
yeah,
He's gotta
yeah,
stay.
easy. So stay on Coletti. Henry Hall, I think it's got to be the same. I don't think
Oh yeah, 100%. Henry. If Henry
100%.
Hall doesn't um stay, yes, wild. Brisbane have just absolutely lost it there.
Easy. Is Jez a tricky one or Jez
Jez is.
Lofthouse?
I think Jez is a tricky one.
I
I
don't think
think.
he'll leave to go somewhere. I
I
don't know
think
what sort
he.
of contract he's got. That's the
He's.
thing.
I think he's got an actual contract.
Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be
Like
his contract, I
no,
imagine.
it's not a scholarship contract or anything like that.
But based on how much they want to use him, and there's a logjam here.
As yeah,
Like
in attackers, there's a log jam for Brisbane
I don't know if they can justify a new contract for him.
for 24, and he hasn't done a whole lot.
Like, look,
I
I'd be more like, I really hope he stays, but like, we get to some NPL games. If he plays NPL, if he goes to another
I
A League club, I'll
I
still be
reckon
able to watch him. So I'm not mad at the end of the day. He has played in a lot of NPL
I
outfits in Queensland.
yeah, with the most recent being Olympic FC, I
He
believe.
was at Olympic, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember when, but yeah,
Um. Um. Look, if I'm Brisbane, I'm letting Lofthouse walk.
fair enough, fair enough. Unless they get him on like a good deal, yeah, I think
A
he might
cheap,
be
yeah. If it's cheap deal, I think uh, Lofthouse might stay, but I'm going walk.
easy, easy. I think we can walk through a couple gimmies
Oh,
on
100%.
attackers. So
Waddingham,
Waddingham, Brownlee, Makovsky, Majok, all staying.
I'm keeping all of them.
Yep, sweet. And then Meliusnich. Now you've told me a couple
I
times, not maybe a fan favorite.
No, not a fan favorite. I am pretty confident that um, it's about 60-40 that people do not want Milius. Let's just stay.
Interesting. Okay.
Um, I think he's kind of getting frozen out by Zadkovic as well to an extent.
Gotcha.
But
That's
that's also with Jelicic here, which
well, he could be
Jelicic,
gone as well, which
yeah,
we don't really have down as an expiring contract because it's an expiring loan, which I don't think Yelich is playing next season. I feel like we can already write that one off.
I think
Do you disagree?
I reckon it's closer than we think
You reckon?
because Jelicic has played under Zadkovic before. He knows Zadkovic. Like Zadkovic was basically the reason he got his move over to Genk.
Yep.
I think there's a I think it's 50-50 whether Jelicic stays next season.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I mean, I guess we won't really touch on Yelich because
Yeah, we won't go
we're
too in
unsure.
depth, but
Hear me out though. Hear me out though. What about Miliusnich swap deal for Halloran?
ooh, I could see that. I could
You
see
could see
that.
that.
I could see that. Millie was just played in Adelaide before as well, right? He
He
has.
has. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? I can see that happening.
That's our prediction.
Yeah,
If it
that's
happens, we brokered the deal.
good.
No.
um, yeah.
I'm trying
So
to come
we've
up.
got. All right, we'll go Miliousnich out.
Yep.
In a swap deal for Ben Halloran.
And I'll put him in Adelaide colours.
Um, Alex Parsons. I am going
It's-
to leave.
yeah. How old is he? He's 20, right? Oh, he's
He's
24.
24. He's 24.
It's a bit tricky, hey, because I feel like if you haven't cracked regular minutes at 24, it's tricky
Well,
to
he
justify.
had regular minutes the first time he was in Brisbane, and then he went to Sydney,
Hmm.
and then it just kind
I
of spiraled after that.
gotcha.
Um, but from what I've seen from Alex Parsons this season, I'd have to go towards leave.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm in the same boat. I think, I think we've said already. Every game that we've seen Parsons play, why isn't Markovsky there?
Yeah. Yep.
And yeah, yeah. That's that. I think that says it.
And when was the last time Parsons even featured? Like,
His last
it's
game
been a minute.
was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yep,
And from what I'm aware, he's not injured,
sounds about right. Yeah, yeah. I don't think he is.
especially if Zadkovic is staying. I think he's out.
Yeah, yeah. Alrighty. Mariners.
Jeez, we are
We got to pick up
waffling
the
a bit
pace.
here. Yeah. I think this is
um,
going to be a pretty easy one, though.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So first one, Dylan Periich Cullen, I'd say. Looks like just a NPL. I don't think he's. I think he's just backup keeper. Really,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think he's
just
going to move along. I think they just put him back on another youth contract. Defenders, we've already got pretty strong signs that Dan Hall is going to Auckland,
yep.
and that leaves Sasha Kozewski.
Yep,
I'd
yep.
assume they get re-signed.
Yep.
Well done on your new contract.
Because
Now
what
midfielders.
they're a 22-year-old right back actually.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yep, we'll see.
Midfielders. We'll start with not the high profile ones. Miguel Tapizio stay.
He's on loan, I believe, right?
Is he?
I thought he
What?
was on loan, and his club wanted him back, but he wants to stay.
You're not thinking of Jingrik?
No, I thought it was Depizio. Either way, Depizio stay, right?
Tapizio stay. Yeah, cool.
I
Cool,
think
cool.
both parties are pretty happy with him staying. Max
Yeah.
Ballard, same.
I've seen there's some interest for Max Ballard,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think he might stay. I'm gonna lean stay.
From do you know where
I
from overseas or from?
I'm not aware. No.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like honestly, I think if Melbourne don't get Truan, they might go Ballard. Like that makes
Yeah,
sense
that's
to
a
me.
fair call. That's a fair call.
And then yeah, Maxim Kasalovic,
Yep,
stay.
yep.
I don't think that's a like. I'm sure he's just got a cheap, easy contract. They can afford it. Surely, not that they're the biggest, uh, you know,
Salary.
payroll club, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah,
but
DePizio came
the
up through under DePizio's Mariners owned
the
the big
interesting
one.
one is
Another Melbourne City tie.
yeah, Josh News, but I think that's pretty much been debunked now. I'm pretty sure Daniel McBreen came out and debunked that. Um,
Nisbet.
yeah,
How so? What did he say?
he was like, it's not true. Like, I'm pretty sure he spoke to a couple of people and was like, it's not happening.
As in like re-signing
No, going to
or
City.
Melbourne?
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Yeah, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha. By the sounds of it, like, because I thought it was like the Mariners CEO or something said we're trying to get him a move overseas because that's what he wants.
yeah,
If he doesn't want to go overseas, we're gonna give him whatever we can.
yeah.
But that kind of sounds like City have an offer and they can, like,
They can get him.
definitely outbid.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If Nisbet stays, then that'll be really good. But I'm hoping he
Uh
gets a European move. It's like if he's out of contract, it can't be.
that's the
That's
thing
cheap.
though.
That's cheap
That's the thing.
to have a gamble.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing.
Would be
Nisbet,
would be nice if he had Socceroos minutes to stand on.
yeah,
That wasn't meant to be. That wasn't meant to. Sorry, that
I
can
think
I
he
go
will
on?
be as well. I
That
think
wasn't a
he'll.
height joke, by the way. That was anyway.
I think he will get minutes tomorrow
Yeah,
night
I
or
hope
on
so. I
Tuesday.
hope so.
But yeah, I think everyone wants to see Josh Nisbet go overseas. He doesn't like
Yep,
not if he's going to stay in the A League. We want to see him at the Mariners, but I think we want him overseas.
for sure. I've got Engel Torres here, loan
He's
move, but
yeah,
I think that's a leave. I
yeah.
think his stock. I think his
I
stock has
think
risen enough.
oh, extraordinary amounts, especially if they win that AFC Cup.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Uh,
Bailey Brantman,
Keep,
Uh,
keep.
keep
Big fan of
easy.
Bailey Brantman. Big fan.
Excellent. Excellent. And then Nicholas Duarte
Who is a
only got
20-year-old
yeah,
striker.
17 minutes so far this season. He's mainly played by the looks of it, he's been on the bench in a lot of AFC games.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
I'd say keep then.
I think it's gonna be a keep. He's just come up from the under 21s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
I know
keep. They
he's
seem
still
like
playing
they're
NPL as well.
yeah, I reckon they're keen to promote him. MacArthur now. Daniel Nizic is
MacArthur.
I'm trying to remember where I heard stuff about Daniel Nizic because when I looked this up, I'm like, that name seems familiar. I think it was from the Hellas and Homies pod. I think they talked about an NPL team possibly wanting him back,
Yeah, okay.
but I don't
He
know.
was
He
from
seems to have
Sydney
potential.
United, so
Yeah, I'd say stay, but I'm just putting that out there. I think I heard that, but I think he would have made the jump back by now if that was the
oh
case.
yeah. Yeah.
So
100%.
we'll put stay on that one. It's gonna be
It's
hard to get past Philip Curto, but
which
good luck to him.
yeah, well, maybe he does go because the second division.
True. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
We'll put stay for
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we'll put stay, but I won't be shocked if he goes.
Easy, easy. And I think defenders we can kind of run through pretty quickly. I
Yep.
think Jake McGinn. I'm thinking we're going to go stay on that one.
Yeah, yeah. I
Walter
guess stay
Scott the
on.
same. Tommy Smith's an interesting one because I believe he has just come back. I think it's going to be another Rojas sort of dealio. I think he's going to go Auckland.
You reckon? Oh,
I'm
I
I'm
I
gonna
back that. I back that.
I'm gonna back that. I'm gonna put him in the Auckland basket.
Yep.
Being a New Zealand international, I believe. So
Yep.
Skatardis, I think they got to keep him. I think they'll
Yep.
keep him. So that's
And
defenders wrapped up. They'll keep all but Tommy Smith.
yeah. So keep Walter Scott, keep Jake McGinn, and keep Skatardis.
Sweet. Midfielders, we'll jump around these a little bit. Daniel De Silva, I think that's a keep. I think
Yeah.
injury's been
Well,
a bit tough.
yeah. He's hardly played this season. I
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he only came back what a couple of weeks ago.
yeah. He hasn't really built his resume this season to warrant being like pushed to move anywhere. I think that's a stay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I once again he's one of those players with a lot of A League clubs on the resume, so I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up,
If he
going to
just
find another club
bounces,
somewhere. Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Kieran
Um,
Backus, the,
Obviously, we've heard the Brisbane possible
the,
ties.
the Brisbane
Um,
rumors are strong.
Strong. Look, I'd hope they keep him. You know how much I love that double pivot.
Yep.
I'm a fan. I'm
Yep.
a fan. It's solid. I'd say keep, but I don't know. Like if I was them, I'd want to keep him.
If you're Brisbane,
If I'm Brisbane, I want him. Like
who? Because he'd be competing with Gamulka, Coletti, and O'Shea, depending on how you play.
I don't think he competes with
You,
O'Shea,
you
but
don't. He doesn't compete with O'Shea, but it's
no.
another logjam in a position.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, because if Brisbane do go for Bacchus, do they kind of hinder themselves about development wise? I don't know. Probably.
I think a little bit. I don't actually. Yeah, I don't think they'll end up taking. I don't think they'll take him because from Zach Anderson and
I
the
think
other
they've
one
got to
that
move Coletti if they do.
yeah, yeah,
Alright,
I,
so we'll
yeah.
say we'll stay
We'll go
and
stay. Yep.
stay on Mbombwa as well.
Yeah. Do
Easy.
you like
Uli Davala.
Mbombo? If you're McCarthy, you're surely trying to keep hold of him, right?
I think he really likes it here, doesn't he?
Yeah. I
I
think
think I
he's
think we'll
really
just go
like
stay.
him.
Is that an
Yeah.
easy stay for us there?
Yeah, I think so. He's
Yeah,
only 32. I
easy.
reckon he's got a few more years left in him in the A League.
Excellent. Arieth Piol.
I think he's just a stay. I think he's a
Easy.
another
One of
MPL
the one of
player.
them youths.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
and
Melbourne
he's
City.
picked up
Yeah,
a couple of minutes as well, hasn't he?
I believe so. I believe
Yeah.
so.
Only
Obviously, we
19.
we talk about log jams. This is one of the biggest log jams in offense.
Yeah, yeah, that's
It'll be
true.
interesting. Actually, real quick, while we're still on MacArthur, Velo Jaman, how long is his contract? Is that 1 year or is he
Ooh, I think it might have been 2.
sweet? Okay, won't
Um,
touch on that one.
Let
Easy.
me just double check. His contract runs out in 2025. So yeah, 2 years.
Easy. Okay. Melbourne City, starting with goalkeeper, we've got Jamie Young. I think you can't
Um,
fault him this season that
no,
much.
I think he's one of the only players for Melbourne City that you can say consistently played over the season well.
Yep. Yeah, decent. I don't know who's below him, but I'm putting stay. He's
It's
getting up there in age,
young
but
it's
obviously,
young
yeah.
Beach that's playing in the
Pat
Oiaroos.
Beach. Yeah,
Yeah,
sweet. Alrighty, and this is going to be a fun.
this is gonna be an interesting little one.
We should have had Josh on for this one.
Dude,
Okay,
true.
real quick. Vicente Fernandez, is he alone? They only just brought him in, right?
I want to say he is alone, right?
I've got him
Uh,
down. Anyway, Jordan Hall, stay. I put stay.
Free
Um,
transfer. Never mind.
oh, they got him. I
Yeah,
look. I If Fernandez is like on contract or like a cheap, decent contract and doesn't want to leave, I'd keep him.
because he's a
I
left back. Yeah, yep,
I
yep.
honestly
I'm
play him
keeping
over
him.
Talbot. Yeah,
Yep,
easy. Keep on him. Harry Politides,
yep.
keep
Keep.
easy. And on to two of the more experienced players we've got here.
Curtis
So
Good.
Curtis Good.
Oh,
Good old
obviously
Curtis.
the record appearance holder for um, Melbourne City.
Well, there you go.
Um,
I really hope his middle name's Curtis. That'd be not Curtis. Old. What am I saying? Curtis.
Curtis
Curtis. Good,
Curtis Allgood.
good old Curtis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, anyway,
Um, I think they'll keep him, but I think this has been one of his poorer seasons.
fair, fair. I'm trying to think because I feel like him or Race, one of them's going. I think one.
Yeah.
I don't think they
Well,
can keep
Race
both of
is
them.
younger, correct? No, Race is older.
Race is older. Yep.
Yeah, I think they'd keep Good over Race because that opens up another visa spot.
True. Yep. Fair play. So we'll go with that. Keep good and race expires.
Antonis has
Um.
another one linked with Auckland,
Okay.
um, but I reckon he'll stay.
You reckon he'll stay?
He's had a good
He
season.
he seems like an energy guy. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think I'll back him staying.
because
He's been
has
given moments.
has Jago joined permanently?
I thought so.
Yeah, he has. Okay.
Yep.
Um, so like in midfield situation, right?
Yep.
They've got Lapane, Arslan, Antonis Jugarkovic, Jago.
Yep.
I Will he be happy being an impact player off the bench? That's the
That's
big
how he started the
question.
season. Like he
Yeah,
started the season as that.
yeah,
I think if Auckland ask, he'll probably go.
yep.
But I think he's happy to play the bench role because
Because he's
he's
played under Steve
confident.
Corica as well before, hasn't he?
Ooh, that's a good
Maybe played
question.
with Stu Corica. Oh no, so
Possibly.
he was at Sydney 2011 to 2015. So he probably
Yep.
played it under Corica as like an assistant manager.
Okay. Yep. Fair.
So yeah, wouldn't surprise me if he goes to Auckland. I think if they came asking, I think he'd go.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, but I think if you're Melbourne and you can get him like fairly decent wage, I think you keep him.
Yep. Decent. We'll put stay on that one.
Yeah, let's put so.
Nice.
The
Alrighty.
big
And we've
three
got
up. The big three
three
up top.
high profile fellas. I
Jamie
feel like
McLaren. Let's start. Let's
yep.
start with that. Let's start with
Okay.
Jamie McLaren.
I will start by saying actually. So it's Jamie McLaren, Matt Leckie, and Andrew Naboot. I
Yep,
think one's got to go. I don't think you can
I
say
agree
stay to
because
all
they're
three.
probably all. They're probably all on pretty big contracts, right?
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Although
it's tricky.
you got
It's
so
tricky.
you got Yakulis, Natel, and Tilio all going at the end of the season.
True. It's a lot. It's a lot. So who? I guess like my main thing of if who you've got left there. Obviously, it's Caputo, Matsio, and Lapane.
Yep.
Who do you trust to play? To me, it's Caputo.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I say keep
I
Lecky and Naboot, and I say if like I think McLaren's already half out the door.
I agree. Uh, um, yeah, I I think that they're going to do what kind of Western did
Yeah,
this season, in the fact that they had an experienced striker, they moved him on to play Botic up top. I think that's going to be Melbourne City next season with Caputo. I think Caputo will be their main man next season.
yeah. I back him leading the line. So yeah, with McLaren out and keeping Lecky and Naboot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
look. I think one of those guys could still go. I don't know who they have to come
I
on
think
though.
Lecky would be the one to go out of.
Yep, yep,
And also the other one, just like we did with Brisbane,
yep.
Aurelio Vidmar, stay or
Well,
go.
he was only an interim, was he? I don't
He's
think
still
he
only
actually
in.
got a. Yeah, he only got like a 1 year contract. I'm saying he's gone.
Yeah.
No more
Do you,
Vidmar ball at City.
do you reckon they kind of bring in maybe a Kuznorbo? Kuznorbo comes back.
I think it's a play.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I reckon there's still going to be a bit of chopping and changing in terms of managers, because I don't think I'll be surprised if Redan stays, if Western Sydney don't
yeah.
keep
Well,
final
he's
spot.
earned himself a very good payday, hasn't he? With that
Yeah,
3 year contract.
yeah.
So
All right.
very nice.
So 4 teams down. I
Ooh,
think we're
we got to
about an
pick up the
hour
pace.
in, so
We got to pick up the pace.
I think we spent
Alrighty.
about 30 minutes between Adelaide and Brisbane. So
Melbourne Victory goalkeepers. We've got Christian Siliano and Ahmad Taleb. I think we're just going to say keep. I
we'll
don't
just
think
keep
they're going
them
to be
both.
on.
I think
Yeah, easy.
they'll just be on scholarship contracts. So I don't think that's anything
We
that
don't know
Victory
enough to
need to do.
say otherwise.
Yeah.
Easy. Goalkeepers. We already said defenders. We've got who do we want to start with? Really, we've got
Uh, let's
a
start
lot.
with let's start with Damien De Silva.
Nice. You
I
got to keep him. He's had a very good season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, easy.
I think that's
Uh,
an easy keep.
Jason Guerrier. How have you felt about him this season?
Um, Good in patches.
Okay. Okay.
I think it just depends if because like Brisbane and City, I'm pretty sure that Popovich is out of contract at the end of the season.
I think that's correct because of the links to Wanderers that he's had. So I'd assume that's right.
Yeah, I personally I don't want him back at the Wanderers. Um,
Fair enough.
I think that's kind of like very Jose Mourinho esque of like Chelsea, of
Yep.
like just trying to make something like that back to what it
Reuniting,
was. Yeah,
rekindling the old flame. I don't know.
yeah. It never goes. It's never good when you go back to an ex. Not that I
Thank you
know.
for that.
I've been with the same
As
person
as as
my
two
whole
as
life,
two men who haven't done that. I love it.
but
All right.
that's what the kids say.
Anyway. Anything else on Pop? You reckon they keep
I
him? I
reckon.
think
I
Victory keep
think.
him.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, keep.
We'll say stay.
Just
Cool.
because I don't think there's anyone else that will have him.
Fair enough. I think Guerrier and Traore both stay.
I, really, I was going to say you got to get rid of one.
But like, I feel like that's
You got to get
that's.
one of got to get rid of either Traore, Guerrier, or Negro.
Can I get rid of Chapman?
I hear actually maybe two of those four need to go, in my opinion,
Right. Ah, that's tricky.
because
Look, I'd keep
that's
Gary and
two
Traore
right.
over Negro.
Yeah,
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 I see
that's
that.
fair. Because what Negroes? He's 27. He's actually the youngest out of the three. Um,
Oh, there you go. No, like
Traore is 34.
I rate the two of them. I rate Traore and Guerrier.
Yeah. All right.
It,
Well,
but 34 for Traore. That's fair. That's fair. But no,
well,
he's solid. He's like you could definitely do worse in the league.
yeah. All right.
Like I feel like
Let's.
these two guys like your standard.
Yeah, I think it's just the injury concerned with those two as well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Uh,
Chapman?
Bozanovsky will just keep him, right?
Keep. Yep. Easy.
Yep.
And Chapman, are we? You don't want him?
I I don't think it's any secret that I'm not the biggest Chapman fan, but
You think
uh,
versatility wise, you want him?
I think it's just kind of like if Popovich stays, I think it's the kind of player that he likes. Someone that's
Gotcha.
reliable and versatile. Like he'll give you
I
like
th-
he'll give you a 6 out of 10 every game.
well, 60% is a passing grade, so
Look, if
I,
I'm in charge, I'm not keeping Chapman.
okay, okay. So we'll put leave on that one
Okay,
for personal bias reasons.
yeah,
Cool. Midfield,
Jake,
I put Machatchin. I
yeah,
don't know though. Like I don't know what his contract issues. He seems to really enjoy it here.
he does. Um, it's just if
If
we've been harsh, like we've been harsh,
mm,
right? He does go in and out of games.
he does. Yeah, it's been obviously Fornaroli's been missing. I I don't know. I think he needs to get on ball a bit more.
I
I,
think he'll stay for one more year.
yeah, I'll put stay purely because well, you were about to talk about Brimmer.
Yeah,
Um,
Brunner's off to Auckland. I think that's
pretty much, yeah,
one of the like him and Hall were like the two first ones that kind of came out with the news.
yeah, yeah. Bonavazia, he looks good. I'm keeping him.
Yeah, he's only here for a short term deal. Yeah,
Oh, is he? No way.
yeah. Well, he came uh, in the in January, right?
I thought he was permanent.
No, he is, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he's
he
only
might be one that goes to Auckland as well. But I
fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
like you, I've been impressed.
Yeah,
Lee Broxham, I think it's time to hang up the boots, buddy.
yeah, yeah. He's got enough records. I don't think. Yeah,
Has he
he's played
played
two.
at all?
He's played 4 minutes. Is what I've got
Yeah.
listed here.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
that's a leave. And the
Just
big
hang
one
up the boots, buddy.
the one they tried to offload to Adelaide, Economides, with
I
that
think
big
he's already
contract.
out the door.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
go for that. Easy. Newcastle. We're gonna assume Newcastle actually are a
Is the
club
team?
next season.
Yeah.
Um. Yep.
With decent financials, hopefully.
Yes. Yes. Michael Weir and Zach Bowling
We'll
as
keep. Yeah.
goalkeepers. Will keep them. Moragas.
If you're Moragas, I think you're trying to go.
I think
Like
if you're most of
challenge
these
yourself.
players, you want to go.
Uh,
But I
so
think he'll stay.
let's go Carl Jenkinson, Jason Hoffman. I think they're gone.
Okay. Okay. I don't think you can get rid of both, but I think one of them's probably gotta.
I think it's. I mean, what have they? They haven't been injured that. Jenkinson has been injured a fair bit.
He was. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Hoffman just isn't getting picked at all.
No, I don't. Yeah. Um, Easy. So that's those. Kenkard
Phil,
got to stay, surely.
keep Kankar. I think
Moragas, his ceiling is certainly higher than what the
so
club is
high,
at.
so high.
If Stamos stays, do you reckon that's enough to
I think
keep him there?
I think if Stammer stays, they're more likely to lose Moragas,
Oh,
and
okay,
vice
that's
versa.
true.
And if Stammer goes, they're more likely to keep Moragas.
I don't know where he'd go, so I'm tempted to just be like put him in the stay column.
Yeah, we'll give him another year, I reckon.
We'll give him another year.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Um, Brendan O'Neill, I think is a stay.
I do think so. I think there was links with him, and I want to say Brisbane as well.
Surely not.
There
Brisbane
there
wants
was
everyone then, Jason.
yeah. I think Brisbane want a defensive midfielder, which is strange. But
Yeah, easy.
um,
Grozos,
I think keep.
stay.
Yep,
Yep. Bayless, stay.
keep. Yep, young
Cool.
player.
Jason Berthomier.
Has
I
he
think it.
played at all? I didn't even know he was a player.
I was aware of them, and I was like, I don't think he's made many minutes. I think that's got to be a leave.
He's an international spot.
He is. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
He's French, right?
He's he's played 7% of minutes this season. Yeah, he's French.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
That's
Not because he's
crazy.
French.
The most he's played. Oh my god, he's played what? 2, 3, 10. He's played 23 minutes since round 2.
That's bonkers. Yeah, no, he's got to be. He's got to be out.
He's got to
That's
go. You
crazy.
can't be wasting
No,
your visa spot on someone like that.
no. Um, moving on to, well, I guess we could talk about the two ones who've had Serie B links, Stemmer and Bahaja. I don't know if Stemmer's contract is expiring though.
Uh,
We just kind of thrown him in here because transfer talks,
yeah,
but
yeah.
either way, I think they both leave.
Yeah, I do think they both leave. Bahaj is pre-confirmed with Brescia, I
Yeah,
believe. Um,
easy.
full kit Brescia on the way.
Get
But
pressure on the way.
yeah,
Uh,
I think I think Stammer should go and try himself one last time
fair enough.
overseas.
Fair enough. And three players that leaves there: Reno Piscopo, Daniel Steins, and Justin Vidic. I think they all stay. I think they're all.
Piscopo's the one I would.
Piscopo looks like he could get a like. I haven't seen links to, but he could very easily slot into another side
Yeah,
for
I think
sure.
he's definitely the one that um, out of the forwards without a contract next season would go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd really push him to another club though. Wouldn't mind him at
No,
Brisbane, but like that's just going to get in the way of everyone.
yeah,
Like, I think he stays. I think we'll put stay.
I think he stays, but won't be shocked if he goes.
Fair, easy. Perth, so a club that actually does have management.
Yeah, you go
Um,
Perth.
no expiring contracts on goalkeepers. We've obviously talked a lot about this season how Ollie Sale could be out the door. Cam Cook
Cam Cook,
being
yeah.
one of the clubs that probably has the best second goalkeeper in the league. Would you say? Margush is good.
Um,
Like it's tricky.
I mean,
He's a
Markush is
contender.
technically third, so
Oh, decent. Yeah, true. Um,
and Jack Gibson
but
was pretty good when he played that one game. So, um,
fair. No, but like you can't complain about Cam Cook to be honest this season.
no, no,
But we talked about that a lot. We probably won't talk about it today. So moving on.
no, we'll leave it out today.
Easy. Defenders. We've got. I think we'll just start with Majeka Dumni. Stay
Keep him.
easy.
Looks like an absolute baller.
I think Daryl Latchman got a new deal, but I could be very wrong about that.
I'd be surprised. Wait, yeah,
I don't
what?
know though.
Mm,
Anyway, John Contrumbus stay.
Yep.
Riley Warland, would you say stay? Bit of versatility, a little bit.
Yeah, he's young. He's only just come back as well, so I'd put stay for
Easy. So
really
yeah, back
warm.
to Lashman. That leaves him, Susunya, and Mark Beavers. You've got to get rid of at least one, I reckon.
Yeah. Jeez, that's tough.
I think
Um,
keep Lachman and Susunya and move Beavers on.
I think you got to get rid of either Latchman or Beavers.
Yeah, I think it's Beavers that goes, to be
What
honest.
one of those two have to go. Beavers
Easy.
is the captain. I think he'd be more likely to stay, in my opinion.
Maybe.
But
Honestly, do you reckon you give Katrumbas the armband, to be honest? Like,
I reckon you could get rid of both of them if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, there's going to be a lot of shift at Perth.
mm,
A lot of
very likely.
shift.
So we'll keep Susunya.
Yeah.
We'll say Beavers leaves.
Yeah.
And
Ye-
Latchman, you don't think so either?
I is Latchman a visa spot?
I thought he'd been around the league long enough that he's not.
Koriko. He's no,
Yeah,
he's a
Rokan.
visa spot. Yeah,
He is.
yeah,
Well, so is Mark Beavers, to be fair.
yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I go both of them leave because I think you give Taggart the armband.
Oh, true. Taggart. Yeah. Yep. Don't know why I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Easy. Midfielders. We've got
Is
Giordano Colli.
is Coley staying long?
I think so. Like, here's my thing. Like, I rate him a lot. I don't think he's like A tier. I think he's just for the standard of players that,
C plus tier? Would you
yeah,
say?
for the sort of like caliber of players who probably won't get an overseas move, but is going to have a very good A League career. I think he's one of those.
Yep.
Could I see him if he gets a move, probably being underappreciated and being put on the bench a lot? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'd want him to stay in Perth.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
I think stay.
Yep. I agree.
Antonis Matis, stay. I don't think he's
Stay.
really
I think he'd be a youth player. I'm imagining. I don't
easy.
recognize that name.
Easy. Daniel Benny, it's got to be a stay.
It's got to be a stay.
Got to
For
be.
someone that's 17 and been starting that many games, and you can
Yeah,
see the development of him over the season, it's got to be a stay.
he's been good. Definitely, definitely. Trent Osler,
Stay. 21.
stay.
Yep. Yep.
Jaden Gorman, I think will go the same.
Yep.
And that leaves us with Kolakovsky. What do you reckon?
Oh, Kolakovsky, I think, will be someone that wants to try himself overseas.
Fair
Um,
enough. He seems
if
happy there
whether
though.
he gets, he does seem happy there. I think he'll want to try himself overseas at some point.
I think he's a one more season guy.
Yeah, I think he will be one more season just because of like what happened last season with under
Yeah,
Zadkovich, where he barely
I think he'll get a move to Brisbane. No, I'm just kidding.
played.
And I think Bruce Kamau, our last player there, I think he leaves.
Yeah, yep. He's only come in at the start of the season, but yeah, I agree. Bruce Kamau,
Easy.
I
And
imagine.
well, they'll have Salim Khalifi back, I'd assume.
Oh yeah, who knows? Who knows? I guess that they've actually got him now, and they've got owners that
Yeah. Or they might be like, "Who are you?"
yeah,
Or the
yeah.
shed might be like, "Who are you?" That would be so funny. I'd love if they badger him. Sydney. We're down to
Yep,
the fourth last squad here. Adam
powered through the last
Pavl-
three.
Pavlicic, sorry, the goalkeeper. I think he's a stay. He's what under? Is he
He's
playing under
21.
23s?
He's 21. He's not playing under 23, so
But he has made appearances for them, right?
yeah, yeah.
I think he's a
Um,
stay.
yeah, yeah. I do think he's a stay. He's a very like you were saying before. I think we don't see much of him, but I think he
Mm,
is one of the better. It's like number
yeah,
two goalkeepers that in the league.
defenders.
Because how long's Redmayne got?
Oh, okay. Look,
S-
I think if Corica wants Redmayne, I think that's probably good for both parties. If Redmayne goes to
I
all, if
agree. I agree.
that could be very good for Pavlicic.
Because
I
yeah,
mean, obviously it would be. Obviously it would be good for him, but
but
like I
Redmayne's
feel
still
like
got another year. I just
they can terminate re-sign.
I just don't. Yeah, I want to see Pavlicic starting. I want to see Pavlicic starting to get games. And Redmayne's 35 now, right?
Yep.
Um, I I want to see Redmayne move on somewhere else so Pavlicic can get the gloves, in my opinion.
It's fair. But either way, Pavlicic stays.
Yeah,
That's an easy done. Moving on to defenders, Jack Rodwell. I think you move him on.
yeah, yeah. He's
Like
got to
they've
go, in my
had
opinion.
Matthews and Goodwood Reich appear as a very strong partnership.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've still got Lacerda there.
Lasota's on loan, so he'll be going at the end of the season.
Obviously, they've not got Lacerda there. Sorry.
Not that I think they'd keep him anyway, in my opinion.
No, fair. But
I'd be
I
moving
think
Lasota.
easy. Midfielders,
And you got
Anthony
someone like
Caceres. Mm.
you also got someone like Courtney Perkins who can fill in at centre back.
Ooh, decent, decent. Anyway, Anthony Caceres and Luke Bratton are the midfielders that we've got there. Bratton with the
I
armband.
yeah, I think we. How old's Bratton?
That's the
He's
question.
34. He's 34. He's not taking up a visa spot. I think you keep him.
Easy. Keep both of them.
If I'm Sydney, I'm trying to keep Caceres, but
Ooh. Do you reckon he
I
wants to fly the coop?
I reckon that might be one that Steve Corica tries to pick up.
Ooh, I like that. I think let's put him in a little bit of I mean Auckland blue. Nice.
I do think that's one that Auckland will try and pick up. I think
I
that'd be a great pickup for them.
I agree. I agree. Look, if they get Brimmer as well, I'd be intrigued. That could be a very creative side.
That'd be a great side to watch.
As much as we say creativity in this country, and that would be interesting.
Robbie
And
Mack.
big Mac. I don't even know what his situation is. I thought he wants to stay, but
I'd
is it
imagine
his
he
second
wants to
season?
stay. It is his second season.
Look, if
Um,
because he's got a Euro, he's playing Euros now, right? If
yeah,
you can play in Australia and make a Euro squad, do you make a move? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, that's the thing is he's not. He's not been what everyone thought he would be this
that's
season,
true.
right?
That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He is coming towards it at the end. Um,
You know what I think that is though? I think that's Ifik Talai.
Talai bringing him in, or Talai kind
No,
of
I think
taking him
I
out.
think that's more discipline.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think
Uh,
that's what he needed at the start of the season. I think that's what the whole squad needed.
yeah. So
I
we got.
I,
What do we reckon? Keep him? Can we keep
I
him for?
look. I don't want to say logjam over and over and over again, but like that Sydney
Oh,
squad is stacked.
you got Kaczarski, you've got Max Burgess, you've got Lacey, you've got Amenatidis, you've got Lolly, you've got Wood, you've got Glasson. That's a lot.
Stacked.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think the Sydney way is to keep him.
Yeah, but the Sydney way seems to be changing under Talai.
Fair enough. You reckon he's gone?
Um, I think they signed him to a 1 year extension.
Okay, okay. We'll put stay on
Yeah,
Roberto Maquinho. I don't know what that
yeah.
was.
if he if he goes, I won't be surprised. But if he stays, I'll be surprised if it's longer than a 1 year contract.
Yep, yeah, that's fair. Alrighty. We were just talking about Auckland. The other New Zealand
Wellington,
team is Wellington. Excellent.
Wellington. Jack,
Goalkeeper Jackie D. Jackie D. I think he stays. I
uh,
think he's happy to be a number two.
yeah, I'd be surprised. I won't be surprised if he goes. It ends up being a number 3 with Albie Kelly Heald coming in as the number 2 next season.
Ooh, true. Decent shout. Decent shout.
The twin, the twin.
Alrighty. No defenders expiring by the looks of it.
Good job,
Well done,
Wellington.
Wellington. Yay. Um, but two midfielders who look to be on the ends of their contracts. We've got Bodzidar Krayev and Nick Pennington.
I'm
You'd
trying to
hope.
keep Nick Pennington at least.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I look keep both ideally.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
reckon
I agree.
either would want to leave though? Like, I think they. I can't see them being.
I can't see Krayev kind of being unhappy with his situation and wanting a move. In my opinion,
No, I'd say keep both.
yeah, I agree.
Easy. And two forwards who look to be out of contract. We've got Oscar Zavada and Costa Barbarouses.
Definitely trying to
I
keep Costa. Definitely
I
trying
think
to keep
Costa's a
Costa.
keep.
Yep. Savada's
Um,
had links with Auckland, which is
I mean,
interesting.
so's Costa, but
I
so,
I don't.
like so yeah, so many
Costa's
players.
Costa's Wellington born. I'm pretty sure. So
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. He's place of birth Wellington. Yeah.
Yeah, surely he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Surely he
I don't.
wouldn't.
I think he commits to Wellington. I think he commits on like maybe a 2 or 3 year deal.
Yeah, I think he'll. I want him to see out his career with Wellington.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go.
And for him as a local Wellingtoner, Welly as you may call them,
Wellingtonian.
a Welly. Um, um, I that derby's going to mean more for him than anyone else.
For sure. Could you see him and Zavada lining up? They could cut like a mad promo of him and Zavada lining up against each other
That'd
for
be
the derby.
crazy.
If they do go Zavada to Auckland, which there has been links to. I feel like Zavada might feel as though he's got unfinished business in a yellow jersey though.
Well, he also thinks he has unfinished business in Europe as well. So
True. Look, I reckon what would probably happen, Wellington get him for one more year, and he has the season that he wanted without the injuries, and then
yeah,
he's off. I think if he
I
goes to another side, he might hamper that.
I agree. I think he stays.
Easy, stay on that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, down to
Is
the
David
Western.
Ball not out of contract?
Doesn't seem like that's the case.
Wow, he's got another year. That's crazy.
Easy.
That
Alrighty, Western United goalkeepers. We've got Tom Hewitt Bell, Matt Sutton, and Michael Vonja.
I think you're keeping all three.
I think we're keeping all three. I think, yeah. Matt Sutton was good in the minutes he got. I didn't mind
Yeah,
him.
he has been pretty good.
Easy,
I imagine Hewitt Bell's not far away, but yeah.
fair. Josh Risden, I think you got to keep.
Yeah, I do think he'll see out his career with Western, so I'll go keep
Nice. Jacob Tratt. Jacob Tratt? It's Jacob Tratt, right?
Jacob
Why do I feel
Trad.
like that's the wrong first name? That's
No,
correct,
no,
isn't it?
that's right.
Nice, nice.
Um, I think he won't be extended.
I think
Um,
that's a leave. I
yeah, he
think
also
push.
has torn knee ligaments like as
Ugh,
well. So
yikes. What do you reckon about Connor O'Toole?
Conor O'Toole, I think he's gone. To be honest,
True. I think the same. Who did they?
they were playing Shamoon, right?
That's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah,
I really liked him when he filled in
yeah,
for Guruccio. I couldn't
yeah.
see him on the list here. I'm like, where is he? Where is he?
I think O'Toole will be someone that kind of will be expecting to take over a full like a first choice left back position, and I don't think that's going to happen with Guruccio.
Fair enough. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So we've got leave for him as well. Midfielders, we've got Steven Lustica and Sebastian Pasquale.
I
What do you
think
reckon?
Seb Pasquale stays.
Yep. And you reckon no
Uh,
more Lustica in
um,
green?
I don't think so because you ideally you'd want Lustica, Pena, Thurgate, right? That'd
Wait,
be in the
wait, what'd you
midfield.
say?
Lustica, Pasquale, Thurgate. Ah, not Lustica, Pasquale, Pena, Thurgate.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay, right.
sorry. Although
um,
Pena's only on loan.
Penya's only a loan. I mean, they could always reloan
I
him.
think I think that's going to be permanent at the end of the
You'd hope so. You'd hope so.
because that contract
Um,
ends in at the end of this season.
yeah,
So
I think we'll keep Pasquale and we'll get rid of Lustica. I think is
yep,
the go. Lovely.
agreed.
And moving on to our forwards, we've got my boy Lockie Wales and Nikita Rukavica. What do you reckon?
Rukavica is a
Well, he's 36, isn't he?
yeah. I think you keep Wales.
Yeah.
He's been very patchy this season. But Rustica, Rukavica, sorry.
Rust-
I just combined him with Lustica.
Ruh-roh.
Rukavica,
We think we've got enough trust in Bodic from here on out.
yeah, Body Chendarus, I reckon, has got enough
Yeah,
trust.
yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, easy. So he's on
Bye
the
bye,
out,
Rukavica.
and we're down to our last team.
Yay!
Look at us go! Look at us go! We've picked up our speed. We had a very
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 slow
slow
start.
start.
Very slow.
Two goalkeepers. What do you
Yep.
reckon is going to happen here? Do we just do a Wanderers goalkeeper conversation here with Lawrence as well? Like Lawrence Thomas? What
Um,
do you reckon?
yeah. Well, if the rumors are true and that massive blow up did happen with Radan, and Radan stays on next season,
Hmm.
Does Thomas want to stay on next season? I'd say probably not.
It's tricky.
Um,
Look,
Jack
I think
Gibson. I'm keeping Jack Gibson for sure.
I think you keep him and Magush.
Yeah.
I think you got to keep both, especially with some doubts
Well,
on
the
Lawrence
fact that
Thomas.
Margush was, happily enough to be a third choice really at the start of the season.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
No.
could be starting for a side, like
Well,
and obviously he has been. Yeah,
Gibson's going to be still not ready until like mid-season next year, so I think you got to
fair,
keep both.
nice. The big
All
one,
right.
Marcelo.
Keep, but it's tricky in my opinion. This one's hard because
I think you need him.
we
I think
do,
you
but
need
I
him
think
because
at some points he's been a liability
true,
himself.
but hear me out. If you play Bonatig and Beedling as centre back, and that's your best duo,
Yeah,
holy shit.
yeah, yeah. Get rid of Beadling. I agree.
Okay.
Um,
Although, I think Marcelo and Donny Greenwich both
yep,
stay.
yep.
Easy.
Um, Aiden Simmons
I don't
uh,
have to ask the question. I don't have to ask the
moved
question.
to FC
Move to Man
Barcelona.
United. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thought we're on the right page there. That's
uh,
okay.
either. I'm not going to complain. But
Decent. Nice.
yeah, Aiden
Staying by the
Simmons
looks of it.
stays. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. The other two, we've got Rion
Uh,
Tongjik. Tonyik
he is not even registered. He's 27. I'm going to say he goes.
goes easy. And
Um,
Anthony Pentazopoulos.
I keep him. He's only 20.
Easy. Midfielders. Dylan Cicluna. I think you've got to like.
Play him in his position, please play him in
I'd
his
look.
position.
It's not the same as Truan, but like I feel like when you disservice a player by not abusing, but like taking for granted their versatility, you owe them something.
He was a Wolverhampton Wolves academy player, and we're playing him at fucking left back.
That's a keep for Dylan Cicluna.
Keep,
And
please.
Jared Hendricks. What do you reckon?
He hasn't been the same after he came back from his injury and that suspension.
Yeah,
But keep. I think
keep.
keep.
Nice. One who came in halfway through the season, Valentino Yule.
Yep,
I
seems
think
to
he
be out of
leaves.
favor. Yeah, I reckon he goes as well.
And these last
Unlucky.
two I can't really speak on in Aiden Hammond and Nathaniel Blair.
Uh, keep both. I'm pretty sure
Keep
Blair
both.
scored a hat trick the other week, so in the MPL,
Shit.
and made his A League debut the other week, so against Perth. So, and
Decent.
Hammond's made his debut this season as well. So
Nice. Nice. Okay.
that's
And
it.
looking, we've done it.
That's
Looking at
it.
all these players here, are there any particular ones you would nab for another team? Probably not. I don't really see any.
Um,
I see like some possible last minute people that might be grabbed to fill a role, but
yeah. Well, Kai Truan, obviously, if he doesn't
yep,
go overseas, picks up a team.
yep, yep,
And I think it's got to be one of the big four in City, Victory, or the two Sydney clubs. Yeah.
yeah, yep. No, I
Um,
don't think I'd really.
although I could see him going to the Mariners, playing well there for a season or two and getting a big move somewhere.
I think that's only if Ballard goes, but
Yeah,
yeah, I see that. Yeah, nice. I think that pretty much wraps up that segment.
I agree.
Decent.
I agree. I reckon Economides might somehow
Economy has got to get a
swindle.
move somewhere.
He'll swindle
Where's
himself a
your
move somewhere.
landings? Where's your landing spot for him?
I can't see him going to Perth.
Do you reckon he's in Auckland? Maybe.
No.
No.
Can't see him. Can and can't see him going to Adelaide
I don't think he should go to Adelaide, but if they move Ibasuki, they
and
still
Halloran.
shouldn't get him.
Yeah, true. Well, we've already got the
I
swap deal with Halloran and Miliosnich, so
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Do you reckon economy to somewhere like Newcastle?
It shouldn't be. Like Justin Vidic when he started, he was good.
Yeah. Maybe to
Like
Canberra if they get up and running.
true. All these players go to Canberra. Sorry,
Yeah.
Canberra.
Every single player goes to
Yeah,
Canberra.
easy. Okay, so we've just drafted the Canberra starting lineup. So we'll have we didn't get rid of any
We don't have
goalkeepers,
a
but
goalkeeper.
that's all right. They'll be starting with Tom Aldred and Nick Ansell at centre back.
Yep.
We'll give him
Yep.
Javi Lopez at left back and
We'll go Connor Chapman at right back.
Connor Chapman as right back. Oh god.
Go
Jez on
Kai
the wing.
Truan.
Come on.
Kai Truan.
Next to Broxham. Or Lustica, I guess.
Yeah, sure. We'll go to Lustica. Kai Truan next to Lustica, and we'll give Isaiah some final run out. He can go live in Canberra for a year.
Nice.
And then we go Rukavitsia,
Yep. He's up top.
Yule. Oh no, we'll go McLaren, Yule.
No, I don't think we'll put McLaren in that.
Yeah.
No, surely not.
Okay.
I think we go
Rukavitsia,
Parsons.
Yule, and Parsons. There we go. You're welcome, Canberra.
There we go. Done it for you.
I'll take my fee.
Yeah, how much does the director of football get paid? We'll take that for one day.
$15 an hour.
$15 an hour. Love it.
All right. That is
Predictions.
our extended, time slot of extended expiring contracts. So, onto predictions.
Yes, indeed. That wasn't too. I'm happy with how that segment went.
Yeah, so I think we're at like an hour 30. So
Yeah, it's chaotic, but it worked.
all right,
Alrighty.
7 games. 7? It was
Oh,
8.
are we? Ooh,
7.
making up for it. So this is a span from Friday to Wednesday. We've got
Holy crap!
8 games. So we're not going to
8.
be able to.
Holy
Yep.
crap!
Yep.
Oh,
Well, this is gonna be fun. I mean, look, we already did most of these predictions when we did our projections
yeah,
last
true.
week, but I think we'll run through them anyway. What we think,
Yep.
and if we contradict ourselves, well, good on us.
Oh well, yeah.
I think we gave the first one Adelaide versus Western to Adelaide.
Yep.
Easy, and then I think Melbourne City gets Jet. Well, I don't think we see Jets getting any more
Yep.
points for the rest of the season. That's and then
Unfortunate.
Sydney Mariners
Where do we
is
have
an
that?
exciting one.
A draw?
But
No,
I think we
had
gave
it
this one
as a
to
win.
Mariners.
Yeah, we had it on a win for Mariners. I agree with that.
Decent.
Still.
Decent. Wellington versus Brisbane on the Sunday at 10 a.m. for us.
Yikes!
That's going to be interesting.
That's an Easter treat.
Dude, that's when I start work. What? Like, I'm used to... Anyway.
It's gonna be so hard for me to watch all these games on the weekend.
Oh, man. Yeah.
All right.
Phoenix by 2 because that's a margins game by looks of it.
Yep. I'm gonna go Phoenix by 1. I think it's gonna be like a 3-2 win.
Nice. Victory versus Perth at Amy.
Had to take it, come back. I'm gonna go with draw.
Draw. Nice. I think I'd put the same. Yeah, draw.
Yep. Okay.
And then April Fool's Day, the
Damn.
Monday.
What's with MacArthur and Western Sydney being playing on the 1st? They had a New Year's Day game as well.
Well, because it's a joke of a derby.
Wow.
Come on.
MacArthur win.
MacArthur win.
I don't think Wanderers have ever won at MacArthur.
Fair. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be shocked. And then a Tuesday game.
Mariners City.
That's Mariners
win.
And then HBF Park, we've got Perth versus Sydney. I think that's a draw.
Yeah, draw as well.
On a
right.
Wednesday.
Well, that was a long episode for no games being covered, but a bit of something different, a bit of an international. We actually tried to get people on as well, so got God, who
Ah,
knows
well,
sort of how long it would have fucking taken if that
that's
was the
crazy.
case.
That's true. That's true. We pretty much said kick out all the old players and keep the youngsters.
Yeah.
If you want the
Developmental
too,
league, please.
yeah, if you want the too long didn't read version.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, thank you all for listening and watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. On Apple Podcasts, make sure you follow and rate us 5 stars. Leave us a
Yeah.
review.
If you're on Apple
Spotify.
Podcasts, why the hell aren't you on Spotify? Anyway.
Well, hey, listen to us on
Hey,
both.
yeah, true, true.
Um, if you're on Spotify, make sure you follow us and rate us 5 stars. And thank you all for listening. We will, yeah, we'll be back next week sometime, I guess.
With a proper episode, without this tomfoolery.
Yeah, who knows? Josh may even come back.
Whoa! I forgot that guy existed. No, I was kidding. Love Josh.
All
Alright,
right.
see yous.
See you. Thank you for watching. Bye.